Alright guys, do a quick video here, kind of like why I haven't been uploading so many videos, kind of where I've been lately, what's been going on. I mean, you know, my channel has slowed down a little bit, but I got a lot of stuff going on. Besides work and family and everything, right now, going on 3 weeks, I have no running water in my house. I have a line that broke in the foundation coming off the main line, and had the plumbers out here 3 times trying to figure out where it is, figure they jackhammered my kitchen floor and all kinds of stuff, just to find out that there's, like, whoever built this house, the add-on that I have was built in like sometime in the 80s, middle 80s, I don't know for sure, but they did it as crazily and as insanely as possible. And that's kind of typical for this house that I've been in. I'm thankful for it. I own it. I'm thankful for it. But there's whenever they remodeled this place and fit it for the new bathroom on the side in the 80s and whatever, because it was a shotgun house. This house was built, an original house was built in 1940s. So it's an older home. But you know, it's been expanded upon things. But whenever they did that, they just threw whatever together to make it happen. Then poured a foundation on it. So whenever they jackhammered my floor, they found out the line, you know, that we're looking for the leak, tees off and up and down and around. There's like 8 different lines down there. So they were like, we don't even know where it is. So the answer is just to run a new main line from the meter all the way through the underneath the crawl space into the main part of the line where it's at. Get rid of that one and everything should be fine, which, you know, it took them 3 times coming out here to figure that out. So on Monday or Tuesday, they're going to come back out now again to do that. So hopefully this will be it. But we have not had running water here for 3 weeks. I mean, we can turn it on at the main out there and take a quick shower, or run, you know, some water buckets so we can fill up the toilet and flush it and whatever have you, and coffee water and stuff. But whenever this happened, the city came out here and they actually turned my water off at the meter there. So they turned it off, and they were like, yeah, we don't ever come out here unless it's like a crazy leak. And I'm like, okay, you know, I knew I had a kind of a leak somewhere, but we thought we'd kind of fixed that stuff. But apparently the leak that is underneath the floor there in the concrete pad is way worse, and it got worse because I have looked everywhere in my yard for water leaks, wet, never been any leaks in the house, never anything, can never know where anything was at. Well, they finally came out here and turned the water off, said, yeah, you're running about 100 to 150 gallons of water an hour. I'm like, oh my God. And it's been going on for days. I don't even know what my bill is going to be. I hope that they can work that out with me to make some kind of payment arrangements, because I have no idea how much it's going to be, and it's crazy. Anyway, so, but yeah, I finally actually saw where there was like water, that because it had leaked that much, and there was a wet spot in the back here. So yeah, but anyway, that's kind of what I've been dealing with too. But two also is, even prior to that, for the last couple months, guys, you know me, I'm Survivor Metal Man, metal. I've been playing guitar again. I haven't touched one for years until about 6 months ago, and maybe a little longer, about 8 months ago. Kind of getting my chops back up, because, you know, I mean, I played, and, you know, I kind of got to thinking, you know, it's like I spent all those years practicing and playing in bands and spending money on all that stuff, and just time and effort to put into playing, you know, a talent, I guess you could say. But it was practicing and time and effort all those years, for years and years and years and years. And I hadn't even touched one in 8 years until about 6-8 months ago. And I'm like, why am I wasting that? You know, even if I never play in a band again, which I'm not. Not gonna do it. Not gonna play in a band again, unless it was like the right, you know, situation, like where somebody was like, hey man, Overkill or somebody needs a touring guitarist for the next month. You in? That would be different. But you know, whatever, something like that. But not just gonna, you know, get a bunch of local buddies, and except, you know, for former bandmates doing stuff, you know, we can do stuff like that. But you know, I've been actually writing and recording, figuring it out how to record music, because I mean, I was a complete newbie getting a computer and downloading all this recording studio software and things like that, complete noob to it, and figure it out. Because I was like, I called my friend, you know, like, who's been doing it for a little bit. I was like, dude, how do you even get this thing to like work? But I started figuring it out, watching tons of YouTube videos. So I've been spending a lot of time playing music, writing music. My goal is to just, you know, I've recorded music in bands, done some studio stuff, things like that. But this is a whole different game where you're doing it yourself on the computer. And it's, you know, I'm an older guy, I'm in my 50s, so the computer technology kind of has, like, I've kind of avoided it, kind of escaped it. But now I'm trying to like figure this stuff out, and I'm getting it figured out. I got a lot of ideas flowing. I've got some things going. I've got programs, MIDI, drum MIDIs, and all kinds of the whole works. A lot of you guys that are musicians and doing this kind of stuff, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm having to learn a lot about it. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. I mean, if I would have had this stuff 30 years ago, I'd have been, we would, you know, people nowadays, man, you know, kids nowadays, you can record a full album in your bedroom, which is what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I played in heavy metal bands, thrash, and even an early death metal band in the 90s, but I want to do a full-on death metal album. Fast, heavy, dark, doom. I mean, that's the kind of music I'm into. I listen to death metal, thrash. I want to do that, and I want to be able to record an album of stuff I wrote. And I don't mind if, you know, if I had another guitar player or something and we would write stuff together. Because, man, it's hard for me to write full songs. I got a bunch of ideas. I have hundreds of riffs, but piece them together to make them fit right. And how, you know, because I get to a certain point, I can come up with a riff or two or three, and then it's like, what am I going to do after that? But anyway, that's kind of what I'm doing with my time too, though. It's like, you know, that's my first love. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing on this channel. I got to get out and do some patrols, because I mean, I'm not stopping any of that stuff. You know, I'm not stopping any of that stuff. It might just be a little slower, because I'm really trying to focus on this. I want to do an album of death metal music before I get too old, before my hands, because they hurt all the time anyway, before I can't do it anymore. I want to do it to say I did it. I already have artwork and the name and everything else for it. So, and I even have a Facebook page for it, you know, but I'll share all that stuff later when it comes out. And it's going to be a while, so still on that. So I'm taking my time. I'm trying to do something, at least get like a, you know, 4 or 5 song demo out kind of deal, and make it sound halfway decent, you know. But I got some pretty good ideas and some things. So, but that's what I've been doing with a lot of my time, you know, lately, you know. So I'm, you know, that's kind of where some of my time on my channel has gone to. Instead of doing 1 or 2, 3 videos a week, I do 1 every 3 weeks. Because, man, I'm telling you, I mean, I'm almost thinking about starting a separate channel just for that kind of stuff, to do some other stuff. But I still got to get some other stuff in place to be able to do that and everything, because I want to do it right, because, I mean, I want to be able to, you know, people to hear it and all kinds of stuff like that. But that's a whole different deal, and that's going to be a whole different time. I'm not even haven't even done that yet, but that's what I'm doing, you know. So I'll share that stuff when it comes out, you know, in the future. So if you like heavy metal, death metal, thrash metal kind of stuff, that something that, you know, I hope to get out in the future pretty soon. So I'm working on it. I'm slow going. I'm doing it all by myself. I'm still learning as I go, and I'm learning other things as I go along too. So I mean, I'm still a total noob at it, but I've got where I can get drums in and play along with some beats and, you know, different things like that, and record it, kind of start mixing it and a little bit, you know, not mastering it, but mixing it a little bit to get, you know, I still need some other things, you know, some monitors, some studio headphones, things like that. But anyway, it all costs money, you know, that I don't have. So, but anyway, that's besides what's going on here and the horrendous heat we're all suffering. That's what I've been doing. So I mean, I just wanted to share that with you because I mean, hey, I mean, I love that kind of stuff, and that was my dream forever, you know. So I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna put out a death metal album. So, and doesn't matter if it sells 5 copies or, you know, 5,000. It doesn't matter. I don't care, as long as I just put one out to say, hey, I did it. It's just really for me to do it, and then just get it out there. And if anybody wants to listen to it. So, you know, we'll promote it and push it, see what happens. But I mean, just kind of deal, you know. So, anyway, that's what I've been doing. So be on the lookout for that stuff in the future. I'll let you know about that. But we're going to do some other videos. I'm still going to get out. I got to get out and do some property patrol. It's crazy. I haven't been out there in a little bit. But at the same time, I kind of want to do that. You know, I kind of want to take a break back from that. To let, if anything is going on, I want it to be, you know, lax. And then I can come out there and see if anything's happening, you know, or has been happening, kind of deal. So kind of take them by surprise. That's kind of like how I do stuff. I'll go out there, you know, and I have been out there a couple of times without filming, just kind of an impromptu. Probably should have filmed it, you know, just to show you I was there. But I've been out there a couple of times just looking around, overviewing, kind of driving out in the field and just seeing. Everything looks good still at that point, but that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, I'm just rambling here, blah blah blah. You know me, I tend to talk about everything and nothing all at once. Anyway, I'll get back with you. Stuff's coming up, got other reviews coming, and we're gonna do some property patrols. So, but I'll let you know about the music stuff, but that's gonna be down the road. I'm still working on it, so I'm slow at that, you know, and I'm figuring all this stuff out. But anyway, keep it heavy.